Tarleton President James Hurley. Good morning, James. How are you this morning?
I'm well. Good morning, Dave and Scott. Thanks for having me on.
So I guess let's start with this. What can you tell us? Will Tarleton be playing football this fall?
We will be playing football this year, but not this fall. And we have here in about 15 minutes, we will release our press release and information surrounding our decision to move football to the spring. And really for us, as you all know, and the audience may not know, the NCAA called the decision for us more or less when they made the rule around 50%. So 50% of the FCS schools canceled or postponed their season, they would cancel the fall championship and move it to spring. So the decision was made somewhat for us, but we were starting to lean in that direction for a multitude of reasons.
I mean, I imagine this isn't an easy thing, given how popular football is here in Texas and how much of a moneymaker it is for these schools. I mean, what was this process like for you?
Yeah, it was very difficult, and we wanted to play. I felt like it was important that we try to return back to a sense of normalcy, even though it's a new normal. And it just became very, very complex with testing protocols, testing requirements, reporting compliance. It was very arduous from the get-go in terms of, ensuring that our players and staff, the coaching staff, would be safe and that we could adequately meet the demands. And we're blessed to be part of the Texas A&M system, and so we have resources that Texas A&M College Station and Prairie View and the other institutions in the system have, but a lot of institutions across the country aren't blessed in that regard, and getting their hands on just testing kits and reporting mechanisms is really difficult.
What can we read into the tea leaves in this decision with Tarleton State, what we might expect from the rest of the Western Athletic Conference and other conferences as well that have not made final decisions yet?
Yeah, I think I don't think there's going to be football in the fall at all at the FBS level or the FCS level. I think you're going to see this week the Big 12 and the Big 10 and the Pac-12 make their decisions probably by the end of the week. And then you have 3 Power 5 conference left. I think the group of 5, that's the North Texas, the UTEPs, et cetera, across the state, they're already making their plans to play in the spring. And I think the next thing that we have to think about is here in Texas, what's the high school scene look like? I know a lot of superintendents and principals have reached out to us to talk about our decision and what we're thinking. And I think it's going to be really, really difficult with all of the pressures around pulling this off. I just don't think we're going to see sports of any sorts this fall.
Well, James, I don't know if you heard that sound, but it was the sound of millions of broken hearts across North Texas.
Listen, no more than President Hurley's, I assure you.
Yeah. Well, hey, thanks for taking the time to talk to us. Hopefully we get football sooner rather than later.
Well, spring football is better than no football, and we can pull this off pretty well if we all work together.
All
Thanks so much.
All right, Dr. James Hurley, the president of Tarleton State University.